nice to see you all here. Today, our first summer meeting, and I'm happy to be here with you. So let's begin our meeting. And at the beginning, I want to say a few words about who we are. Some of you know it, but some of you know, and I want to share it with you too. You know Toastmasters International, and we are part of it. We Toastbusters Club, and this part of huge community of international community where a lot of members, and this community, Toastmaster International, is almost 100 years. So yes, we're part of it, and we are glad to be here. Why we are here? Because we need to improve our leadership skills, our public speaking skills, and here we made friends. So let's begin. Before we start, I want to say, please mute your phones, because here there will be prepared speeches, a lot of speakers, and they would like to be calm and not disturbed. And usually our meetings in all clubs all over the world consist of 3 parts. First part, it is prepared speeches, and we will see our speakers today, and online too. Then we have break, and then we have table topic session where all of you and new participants, newcomers can join and try impromptu speech. And after all this, we will have feedback session where our beautiful experts and our evaluators will share with us their feedback about speeches and all of this meeting. So, and before we start, I see our Toastmasters. She is already here. It's great. But before we start, I want to invite to the stage our newcomers. Just say a few words about who are you, your name, and why you're here, and what do you expect from this meeting. Please come to us. Share with us a few words, please.
My name is Sophie. I'm 22 years old. I have already been to the Optima Pharma Club, and I liked it, so I decided to try to go to the English Club. That's why I'm here. I don't expect anything, just to have a nice time.
Yes,
nice people.
Great. Great expectation. Thank you.
My name is Yulia. My English is not good, but I can't be speaking in Russian because I'm a psychologist. My friend told me that you're cool, and I want to see this.
It's absolutely true. Thank you, Leah. Thank you. So let's sit and have fun today. We have great team of the evening and our beautiful, amazing Toastmasters of the evening. It is Anna. Welcome to the stage. And she will share with you all beautiful, amazing thoughts about summer. Yeah?
Hi. Yes.
Hi. Jump.
Yes.
Hi everybody, how are you? Yes. How are you guys doing? You know me, some of you know me, maybe some of you no one's done. My name is Anna. I'm part of the membership of this club. So I want to talk to you about summer.
Close to the microphone, please.
Closer to the microphone.
No.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Super.
Super. It's very uncomfortable to speak like this. Feels like I need to sing. All right. Wait. I just left my friend. I don't know if she's making. Okay, doesn't matter. So, anyways, long time ago, the last time I was a host, I talk about one particular person. Her name is. She goes by the name Nari Berthy. I don't know if you were in that speech or not. She's an American singer. She was in America's Got Talent. And when she was in her performance, she told everybody that she had cancer last stage and that she was given 2 months of life. That moved me because she's such a warm person and I really like her. She lived more. I mean, she was alive for many months after that. She left the show because she was not feeling well. And I really thought at some point that she was going to make it. Actually, at some point, I even thought that maybe this was some sort of conspiracy theory, that she was maybe not so sick because she was so good. She looked good. Well, she didn't look so good. She was very skinny. But I really thought that she was going to get better. In February this year, she died. So for me, when I realized this, it really made me think about the meaning of life and how brief it can be. It really made me question, why was she so unlucky to have such a short time in our world? And I couldn't help by feeling happy myself and privileged to have my life every day. And it always made me think on how can I make the most of every day without fearing and putting fear behind. She said, and one of her most famous quotes was, you cannot wait until you're not in pain anymore to start feeling happy or to start being happy. And I took that to a core. So that's why this summer, I think we should all, and I would like to invite you all to go through these 2 steps, which is feed your body and fuel your brain all summer long. So I want you to think, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna move a little bit because it feels very unnatural if I'm not moving. So, and I want to ask you, what are the things that you want to do and that you are too afraid to? Or maybe that you are not afraid, but maybe skeptical and trying on. What are those things that you would like to try, maybe this summer, so you can make the most of it? Is there anything that you would like to try this summer? Anything, whether it's small or big. Of course. What is that? Tell me, please.
Acro yoga.
I would like to start my own group with children for acro yoga.
Oh, that would be awesome, actually. It's perfect timing in summer.
I know.
Yes. And
Of course.
yes, of course. Actually, that would be very cool. I really like it. Is there anything that you would like to try this summer? Or that you would like to try at all? And that maybe you can start this summer? Is there anything?
I want to start to learn driving.
Ooh, that's very cool. Very cool. Then we have a new driver for the club.
I've been wanting for 6 years.
Yeah? Wow, that's a lot of wanting something. You must do it now. Who else said some? Wakeboard. I think that's a very popular sport in summer here, right? Is there anything that you would like to try this summer? That you would like to try at all? And maybe this is the moment.
Try a motorbike.
Oh, that's cool. What is that? Motorbike. Like it's like a motorcycle in the water, right? Okay. Okay, that's cool. I want to go to the sea this summer. I want to travel abroad. I was afraid because of the situation and, COVID and all this stuff, foreigners. It's very hard for us to go and go back. Now we can do it. And then I was afraid that maybe I leave and something changed and then I can't go back because I am not Russian citizen, so they can easily close the door and they will let first in they normally let in the citizens, then the residents, and then the ones who have working visa, who is me. So where am I going to be waiting around if something happens? But now I said, dang it, I'm going. So what are you going to do to fuel your body? And that for me is start eating healthy, walking and exercising more. And what about your mind? What about, let's go step by step. Is somebody counting my time? Because I can go on and on.
We have a very strict timer.
Who is it? Oh my, you're such a nice guy. Okay, I can go on and on forever. So, okay. So, you haven't started showing me, right? I haven't seen anything. So I will pretend we are just starting, so I didn't see. So what are you going to do to train your body? Aqua yoga, Not only the body, also the mind. What else are you going to do to train your body? You told me wake surfing, right? Yeah. What about you? To feed your body, what are you going to do? What would you like to do? Maybe something you can start.
I like to do fitness in the gym.
Okay. Anything new that you would like to try in the summer? Maybe you can join her club. You see, I'm getting you some clients right there. What about you? What would you like to try to feed your body? Sorry? Oh, free diving. Wow, that's interesting. Where? Oh, that's cool. Wow, that's very interesting. Wow, very cool. I once tried only once, but I'm too nervous for this kind of sports. I try, so that's okay. So what are you going to do to fill your mind? We can say again this acro yoga is for both. What are you going to do to feel no? What are you going to do to fuel your brain? Well, learning a new skill, it is a way, right? I'm going to take on again, one more time after a long break, I'm going to take again Russian lessons. I keep giving up. I take lessons for 2 months and then I take breaks of 1 year and then I come back and like that. So I'm going to take lessons again. So that is the way I'm going to fuel my mind. What about you? I would like to do Bermudas. Bermudas? Yeah. Whoa, that's very interesting. Wait, it's not in the middle of the water. It's Atlantic Ocean. Are you going to be in the middle of the water there? No, islands. Oh, really? Oh, that's very interesting. Wow. Wow, that's very cool. Actually, I would like to know more about that. And take me. What would you do to fuel your mind during this summer?
I was thinking about any hobbies, so I can answer the previous question.
I'm sorry? Yeah.
As for fueling my brains, of course, it's something, reading something in psychology. But for any hobbies, it's trying something new, it's golf, and also
Cool.
trying to ride motorbike because
Wow.
my boyfriend, he's a great driver, and he has a brilliant, very nice motorbike. And I tried last 1 week ago. I tried for the first time as a passenger.
Okay.
Right now, I want to just try it myself.
Great.
I like driving cars, and I think it will be a great experience.
All right, so before I leave you to start the whole event and hear more of the speeches that we have for today, I want you to take in mind how brief can life be. And not to take it in a way that it will make you feel depressed or sad about life, but in a way that can make you feel excited about the possibilities that you have every day and how thankful you should be to be today here, to be alive and to be able to breathe, and how much you can do with that time in your hands. I want you to feed your body, and I want you to fill your mind all summer long. Thank you. Continue.
Then you have speeches. No. Then you announce all the roles.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm back. So I thought she was doing that. Okay, let's call our specialist of the day. Thought of the day, Alina Shevankova. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
You pronounced it right. Good evening, dear fellow Toastmasters, dear guests. I'm really glad to see you all tonight. And if you live in Moscow, you know for sure that the last month was the coldest in the 21st century. Did you know that?
Wait, which one?
The May.
Really?
Yes, it was the coldest. But it's officially now a summertime in Moscow.
Seriously?
I mean, Martina is not here, but in Italy too. But Miles, please correct me if I'm wrong, but in Canada, officially summertime begins on June 21st. Right, Miles?
That is correct. The summer solstice.
True.
But nevertheless, we all love summertime, don't we? Yes, we do. The smell of freshly cut grass, the taste of summer fruits, picnics and barbecues with our friends and our family, swimming in the sea, long bike rides, driving with your window down. Can you feel it? Can you taste it? Pardon? Vividly, right. And you just want to breathe it all in as much as possible. But how can we make it work? I will give you advice. According to Brian Tracy, if you write down your thoughts, anything, it works like magic. For example, you write down, I want to go for a trip somewhere. And then it gives your brain a signal how you can make it work. How can you achieve this idea, this thought, your wish? So I encourage you tonight, please make a list of everything that you want to accomplish this summer and make it work. Thank you.
Great. What a nice thought of the day. I really liked it. Thank you. So now we're going to talk about our timer who is busy doing something else. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Thank you. So, hi to all. Time and timekeeping is very strong point in Toastmasters. So,
Closer to the microphone, please.
the microphone? Okay. I can speak more louder than I speak. So, I will monitor your speeches. Speakers from 5 minutes to 7 minutes, you know. Orators from 2 minutes, from 2 minutes to 3 minutes, and table topic speakers from 1 to 2 minutes. So, if you will get low limit, I will show green card. In the middle of your range, I will show yellow card, and on upper limit, you have to stop your speech. So I will show you red card. However, if you won't stop, just a moment, please. Sorry. Back preparing. So, after additional 30 seconds, you'll hear the sound of oven. And each 10 seconds, the frequency of this sound will be another. I think I'll stop. I want you never hear what will be after another 30 seconds. So, at the end of our meeting, I'll summarize and I'll tell you whose duck remained normal or whose duck burnt down. So, pay your attention, I took place on the last row, and please look for my thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Well, time is money, as we all say, right? Watch out that he seems to be prepared. I think the last stop will be that he will run and throw himself off the person and just get them out. All right, so next we have the act counter. who is Pavel Novak, please.
Hi,
Thank you. Hi.
good evening, everyone. Today my current role is accountant, and it's nothing especially. I will count all of your crutch and filling word, such as af, and well, but, so, well, unnecessary word repetition, maybe one pauses, and in addition, if you will use some of these dodges more than one time, I will lost my head on my head, and I will up in your dream at midnight in the next 2 weeks. So I think you don't want. Will you see the old strange man in your dream? I think no. So please look after your speech and save my
All right, that was interesting. All right, good. So now we have the grammarian word master, Elena Ustinova. Is she here? Oh, there you are. Hi. Please.
Hello, dear friends. I'm also happy to see you here, glad you're here. Today I'm your grammarian, and my main responsibilities are to introduce a new word to you, to comment on language usage, notice any mistakes during your speeches, and to provide examples of eloquence. I'm very happy to introduce a word of the day. It's a noun, bliss. Do you know the meaning of this noun? Who knows? What does it mean? Bliss, bliss. Huh? No, bliss, bliss. Yeah, bliss. Not bless, but it's a noun. The verb, yeah.
Ignorance is bliss, is the phrase.
Ignorance is
It's bliss.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
relaxed, it's good.
Yeah, yeah. Bliss, the synonyms of bliss are luxury. So what else? One moment, my dear friends. Happiness and pleasure. So, for example, what bliss it could be if you could swim in the sea right now. So it will be great if you will manage to use the noun bliss during your speeches. So that's all.
Well, that's a very kind of, I really like this word. It sounds very summary, right? Bliss. Like bliss in your hair and stuff like that. Very cool. All right, I already used it once. Who's taking notes? You, you're taking, I already used it once. So yeah, you should take notes to see who wins. I don't know, little competition. All right, great. So now that we have everybody of us expert, probably the last one, quiz masters. This is one of my favorite parts, I must say. I'm very competitive, and even though the prizes are little chocolates, I am all in for it. So thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Katerina, and for the first time, I will give you a quiz master. What does it mean? Basically, it means
Closer to the microphone, please.
first of all, I myself gonna be an active listener, and second of all, I'm going to challenge you and test your listening skills by asking questions at the end of the session. And before we start, I would like to just acknowledge you to provide some information about 3 key active listening techniques. I know it's kind of obvious stuff. Everybody basically nose, I think, but you know, in Russia we say, how do we say usually? Repetition is the mother of learning, yeah, right? So the more we repeat, the better our skills become. Yeah, I know. So first of all, can I have extra time? No, because I would like to provide to share with you. So, okay, to cut a long story short, first of all, stay focused. Second of all, let's listen to non-verbal uh, cues. It's kind of body language. It's very informative. Yeah, Alina knows and Yuri knows too. From yesterday's session, do you remember Dina? Yeah, performance. It was unforgettable. And last but not the least, it about avoid judgment. So basically, turning off all your judgment. And one more stuff, just 1 minute. I would like to share with you one of my techniques that I learned from IELTS exam. This is basically listening for details. It means when you listen, you should look for some names, numbers, perhaps some, I don't know, objects. It was a hint, by the way. And some rules for some people, for those who are for the first time here. I'm going again to ask questions at the end of the session, and each correct answer will be rewarded with a small but sweet stuff. So thank you so much for listening, and yeah, enjoy this.
Actually, I really like this new tool. Very good, Yuri. I liked it. I think it's good for competitions because in competitions, you know, if you go farther than time, you get eliminated. So that's not very cool. So I like this quiz test because it's about memory. And I am a person who tends to forget things very quickly. So it's perfect. I really like it. So I'm looking forward to it. So now let's go for the speeches. So we have our first speech of the day. Conducted by Samira Dostar, who is there. I'll write your last name differently. It's Dostar. So she's going to talk about exploring my communication style. Samira Dostar, we're looking forward to your speech.
Okay. Do you hear me well?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is communication and how does it affect our life? Communication helps us build relationships, allow us to share our experiences and connect to others. If you want to succeed in life, you have to be able to appropriately convey your message to others. And if you want to attract people, to maintain relationships with them, it is crucial to feel others, try to understand what it's like to be in someone else's shoes. The ability to sense other people's emotions and the ability to imagine what someone else might be thinking or feeling is called empathy. What role does empathy play in communication? The absence or lack of empathy can have a negative impact on communication. Why? Because we all want to feel heard, understood, connected, and supported in our conversations. I would like to address a question to the audience. Have you ever had conversations with people who talked only about themselves and their issues? If you had such conversations, please raise your hands. Okay, thank you. And the next question. Have you talked with people who used to manipulate you? In other words, people who kept you feel confused or weak. So if you had such an experience. Okay. And the last question. Have you interacted with people who used to criticize or judge you? So you also can, okay. Couple of years ago, I couldn't distinguish between criticism and constructive feedback. I couldn't recognize when people used judgmental or manipulative phrases while speaking with me. I will not discuss how to cope with such kind of people because it is a topic for another speech. What I want to say is that communication with such people negatively affected my well-being and life as a whole. I guess you had the same feelings, and I didn't want to maintain relationships with them anymore. The experience of dealing with those people made me analyze what was wrong in their communication style and if I had the same mistakes. Because when it comes to us, we become very vulnerable and blame people for making us emotionally abused. But it doesn't mean that we don't have the same pattern in our communication style. So I figured out that I was not empathetical enough, not like manipulators or narcissists, but still there were some things to learn. For example, for me, it was very difficult to show compassion for people with different perspectives. And I used to be very judgmental towards them. And I started practicing being more empathetic. One of very good recommendations is to become more curious about people you don't know. It is very useful to get acquainted with strangers, to talk to them, and be exposed to different worldviews and lifestyles. I should admit that Toastmasters really helped me in this regard. I also joined the ADC project. Some of you might know this project. You can find mentors there and practice speeches for Toastmasters meetings. And this project also allows you to network with people from all over the world. I have already got acquainted with people from UK, India, Poland, Italy, and other countries. And it is a really unique opportunity. Another useful thing is to focus on similarities rather than differences. Immersing yourself in the lives and experiences of others is also a great way to increase your empathy. When someone tells you a personal problem, she or he might need your support. You can show care and concern. You can ask, "How are you feeling?" or "Is there anything you can help with?" In conclusion, I would like to say that empathy helps us build long-term relationships based on emotional connections with other people. When we're able to stand in other person's shoes and see life from their point of view, we can communicate more effectively. Thank you.
Thank you, Samira. I'm very glad that you are looking forward and trying to broaden your experience within Toastmasters. I must say that when I started hearing your speech and asking all these questions, and we were all raising our hands, I was thinking maybe we should go together to therapy because we got a lot of problems. But I like the tips. Thank you very much. And well, let's continue. We have next Polina Chelnokova, and she's going to talk to us about in a resource, in a flow, in a moment. Thank you.
Good evening, dear Toastmasters. I couldn't bring myself to write this speech for a long time. Repeatedly, I asked our president to cancel or reschedule my performance. It was because I didn't have enough time, I was working really hard, there were a lot of deadlines at the university. After that, I just wanted to take a break and relax a little bit. Then I didn't have inspiration, and finally, I didn't know what to write about. But in my soul, I understood that the real reason was different. I simply wasn't in a resource, or in a moment, or in a flow. What's the difference between these three concepts? You must enter the flow. Live in the moment. I can't take on this task now. I'm not in a resource. These phrases are very common in the speech of a modern person. But what do these new psychological states mean? And why it's not possible to live a normal life without feelings of these states? A concept of a resource can be defined as something necessary to achieve a goal. For example, everything we use to satisfy our physical needs, water, food, fresh air, healthy sleep, can be called a resource. However, a person needs not only physical resources, but also the informational ones, knowledge and skills, and the emotional ones, psychological state. It seems like a lot must match for the employee to be able to complete his task without mentioning to his boss that he is not in a resource now. If you feel that you have enough inspiration and energy to complete an assignment, that means that you are in a resource. Lucky you. If a lot of smart ideas are crossing your mind, that means that you are in a resource. How to maintain this state? Firstly, it's very important always to grow personally and professionally. Secondly, it's necessary not to forget about the rest in order not to burn down emotionally. Let's talk about being in a flow. Have you ever experienced that feeling when life is going on, everything seems to be fine, you don't feel depressed, but there are no obvious problems, but nothing actually makes you happy, and you don't know how to deal with that. Feelings of stagnation indicated that you are not in a flow. But I hope that it's not about us. Being in a flow means that you rapidly move towards your goals, enjoying the whole process. We are all Toastmasters here, and we have a purpose to complete our pathway. And day by day, you do step by step to finally get in there. You come up with an interesting idea, write a story, and then the day X has come. From the very morning, you worry rehearsing your speech, and in the evening, you go to the stage. Look at your audience, your knees are shaking, you're really nervous, but you're doing it. You're telling your story to your audience, and at the end of the day, you feel fulfilled and satisfied. And you want to live through this moment again and again. You're ready to do a new speech in 2 weeks. Familiar feeling? Yeah? Raise your hand. It's familiar feeling for you. So lucky you are in the flow. So let's talk about being in the moment. Being in a moment means to live here and now, not caring about past or future, to feel emotions in a particular moment and not stretching the aftertaste for long days. It's very important to be able to get into the moment and to enjoy the moment, because only in this way you can feel true happiness. Imagine first warm days of summer, like today. It's a weekend, the weather is brilliant outside. In the early sunny morning, when you go to the balcony of your country house, to the veranda, outside, whatever, and do yoga, meditation, acro yoga, whatever. Your thoughts are concentrated only on your body and your mind, and you realize that you don't want to be anywhere else than you are now. If it's familiar for you, lucky you, you can get in a moment. If it's not familiar, try to learn how to enjoy very necessary moments in your life. Should these three concepts exist separately from each other or together to achieve full ideal? Can you do your job well without being passionate about it? No, I agree. That's not good. Can you enjoy the whole process without recognizing meaningful moments? I don't think so. That's why I wish you all always be in a resource, in a moment, and in a flow. Thank
you. Thank you, Polina. That was very cool. I really liked it. Actually, during my pathing Toastmasters, there were months in which I was in all of those moments, flow, everything. I was giving speeches every day, actually, in different clubs. But look at me now. I'm on some sort of break from speeches, holidays from speeches. And I have in 2 days, my deadline for an essay for the last project I need to do for university, so I can finally be in summer. 2 days left. Do you think I'm in the moment? No, I don't want to do anything, but the deadline is the deadline, so I have to put myself in the moment. So I'm looking forward for tips on how to put yourself in the moment in the future. Because if the weather is so good, who wants to be sitting and typing, right? But anyways, the deadline will make me get there. So let's get to the next speech. Hello, this is Toastmasters. Let's talk about communication again. I think we should think of communication as a bridge.
Closer to the microphone, please.
Microphone and show the speaker, not the title.
I thought I'm quite close. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, all right. So let's talk about communication again. We can think of communication as the bridge that connects people's minds and hearts in our professional, social, and personal life. Unless you are a monk living in some cave, we always have to deal with people in achieving our, making up our living basically, and achieving our goals. So we have to communicate. Next one, please. So the people distinguish between 4 types of communication. They build it on 2 criteria. One criteria is openness, the other one is care for others. So depending how much people are high or low at these 2 parameters, you can relate them to 4 types of communication styles. But today I decided not to spend time and use your attention explaining all these styles. Instead, I will share with you the real examples from my life about the leaders who used these 4 types of communication styles. Next slide, please. So, the first example, I step back so you can see. This is Elena. She was a professional basketball player in CSKA club. And later, when she finished her sport career, she became a PE teacher at school and a professional judge. She was a coach of basketball team at the university when I studied there. So try to guess what kind of communication style she demonstrates. Any ideas?
Directive. Analytical.
No, you're wrong. So Alina was correct. Supportive style. Our basketball team was founded by a group of amateurs who just love basketball. But imagine in 2 years, in only 2 years, we were struggling for the 3rd place in a women basketball league between 15 teams. But what was more important, we created amazing relationship within the team, with our coach, and even after 15 years, we still maintain this friendship, sorry. What kind of communication she had? She was very emotional, but very reserved, never showing her emotions. And she was able to find a special approach to every player, because some people needed kind words and support, whereas others performed much better after being criticized really harsh. But it is important that she never shouted at us and never offended anyone. So let's go to the next example. Next slide, please. This is the conductor of youth girls choir. Her name is Svetlana. And any ideas what kind of communication style she used?
Initiative. Directive.
Correct. Directive style. I think you can guess from her face, right?
Oh my God.
Remember, it's a girls' youth choir. She founded this choir when she was 20 years old. And she's still the leader of this choir. The choir is 44 years old already. I was part of this choir, as you can understand, for 10 years. So we participated in multiple international festivals. We won a lot of contests in Russia and abroad. From the very beginning of the choir, she set up the culture of high achievements, and that required her being very demanding, very authoritative, sometimes harsh, directive, and I would say not all children perceive that well, you can imagine. And we had a lot of conflicts with the kids. She had a lot of conflicts with kids and their parents. But you cannot imagine that feeling of staying on the stage and when the whole audience enjoys your singing. The results were great. Coming to the next, to the 3rd example. Coming to work, actually. So this is Marina. She's a general director, was a second boss of mine. She was a right hand to a owner of the company I worked for. Having a degree in mathematics from Moscow State University, she is extremely smart. But the way she communicated was very, very directive. She didn't trust people. She liked to do things on her own. And, you know, that was analytical style, obviously. Let's go to the
Analytical style.
So, the last example, Svetlana, she was another boss of mine. Obviously, her style was initiating. After she joined the company, she very quickly became an opinion leader, and she delivered a lot of impact in a very short time. For example, she made us move from a conservative old building in the office, I mean, from the to the skyscraper in Moscow City to the 44th floor. She did a lot of organizational changes, and she resolved business issues that lasted for many, many years. She was very inspiring and appealing to people's feelings and emotions, and very attentive to people's needs. At the same time, she was able to keep the helicopter view, never getting into much detail, and really delivering performance. So, in summary, can you go to the next slide? You could see that all communication styles can prove to be effective and help people succeed in life. So I think it is important to understand your style and others people's style, and sometimes borrow some elements from other styles that can help you in certain situations and make your communication even more efficient. But be yourself and succeed.
Thank you, Olga. I'm sorry. I really like your speech. I think communication is something that we all have to deal with. It's all something that we need to learn how to identify ourselves, who we are, and from there, understand how is the way that we communicate. I think it's something I'm still working on, and I really like the speech. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So now we're gonna have a little break. Yeah?
Few words about the nature. Please.
Oh, nature?
The nature.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't hear. So, okay. So, this is a volunteer kind of job that we all do here, we all know. So you are invited to donate. You can click, not click, but you can transfer here if you want, anything you want. Any amount will do. You can also donate in cash there if you want. You are invited. You're not forced, but you are invited. Strongly invited. No, I was kidding. If you don't want, it's fine. But I mean, if you want. Guys, we're going to have now a little break. Of course, I hope the finance will help us to have a more fancy break. Yes, so we'll have a little break and we will come back with the feedback part. Thank you very much. I'll see you after the break. 5 minutes. Okay, our timer has set 5 minutes, so we will do that. Thank you.
Okay. Gotta stop chatting.
It's okay, it's okay. We need to do something about Yuri and his phone. Next time we'll kidnap him or something. All right, good. So, was a nice break, very short, but hopefully good. And I hope you had very interesting conversations. So we're gonna talk about now table topic sessions, what it is, how do you take part in it, can you take part in it at all? Yuri Sorkin is going to explain us all about it. All right.
Thank you. I hope you can hear me well. So, the most random and funny part of our meeting starts right now. First of all, I would like to say hello. The second one, I would like to say that it feels really bliss for me. I like this.
Please closer to the microphone.
It's very bliss for me. So, we will start here. Thank you for inviting me. And before we start, I have to tell you about the rules of this little contest. First of all, you have a limit of time from 1 minute to 2. Secondly, we will vote for the most impressive table speech in the end. I will ask you a question. You will have 30 seconds to think if you want, and after that you will have to tell a speech, if you can. I hope you can. So, it seems to me that that's all for the rules, and I would like to ask you to be ready to get to this stage. And here I will ask you a question about summer. Don't be shy. raise your hand if you're ready and want to go here. It's not very hard. That's very easy sometimes. You can raise your hand and I can invite by force if you want.
Close your eyes and just.
No. Okay, come here. So, we have to speak in a microphone. I have several questions and I will ask you the first one. If you had the superpower to make summer endless, would you do it? Explain your position and opinion, please.
Thank you very much for your wonderful question. I actually thought about this question before because once upon a time, I really wanted to go somewhere where summer is endless or change my location in order to be in a place where it's summer all the time. But then I discovered skiing. Oh my God. And I fell in love with it. I fell in love with winter. I fell in love with everything surrounded by it. And suddenly I realized I can't go without it. I mean, I love summertime. Everything that I just talked about, I love it. I love the smells, I love the tastes and so on. The sun, when the sun is shining, it's almost like, I feel like life is wonderful. But still, I need winter time. I need time with my friends where we can go and play, I don't know, to build a snowman, to sing Christmas songs, and so on. So yes, if I had a power to make the summer endless, I won't use it. So God, if you wish to give me this power, I won't change a thing. Thank you so much.
Thanks for that, because I also like to write on a mountain. By the way, I would need a little support for writing down the names of the participants. If you, okay, thank you. So it's already done. And the next, please. The question is also about the summer. If you had the opportunity to live one of the summers that you have already lived, what kind of the summer would it be? What will be your age? Age. So how old will be you?
So when we talk about summer, we're not about the calendar summer, right? We're talking about everything which we associate with summer. Some of the things that Alina was talking about, some of the things that come to your mind. And I would say that one word that would characterize summer is happiness. Would you agree with me?
Oh, yes.
So there was one period of my life which I can call summer, and it was my fantastic trip to Cuba. Can you imagine? We fly in November from Moscow. We fly from this gray Moscow when it started to get some snow, and we find ourselves in 11 hours. We find ourselves in paradise. The colors which I saw when I went out of the plane were crazy. I have never seen such colors. The taste and the air, you know, this mild air that covers your skin in a second. And then we spent 3 weeks there, and it was the best summer in my life. I think it's worth a separate topic, separate speech. but I just only want to remind that we were crying in the plane we were landing back home in 3 weeks. That is something I remember forever.
Thank you. It sounds very familiar for me because I miss some summers also. I would like to say that I can also invite to table topic speech our Zoom Toastmasters. If you want, just raise your hand by using the power of Zoom buttons or like
Yes,
that.
it's me.
Okay, okay. I would like also to ask you a question about the summer, surprisingly. What is a mandatory attribute of a perfect summer for you and why?
A mandatory attitude, as far as I understand it, what is the thing I can't live without in summer? Yes?
Yes.
First of all, I would like to have good weather. No rains, no winds. I should have all opportunities to bathe, to go to the forests, what I'm going to do this July. So to bathe in lake, to walk in forests and to eat blueberries. So to enjoy in general life. And I think this time to enjoy, I think it is the best feature of summer. Thank you.
Thank you. Seems to me that I want to use your scenario for this evening, not being here. But I have the next question. Who is ready? Are you ready? Lera is talking that you're ready. Yeah. She shows it. So many applause. Cool. I have a question about the summer, surprisingly. Imagine that for unknown reason, there will be no more summer, only autumn, spring, and winter. What would you do then in this summer 2022? If it will be the last one. So, for unknown reason, just unknown reason, there will be no more summers at all. Only autumn, spring, and winter. What would you do in this summer? In this last summer.
I love to swim very much, and I love I like to dip. I can dip not so meters under the water, and this summer I try to dip. So much deeply. I'm afraid to deep very much. I'm so stressful from water more than I'm stressful from here. And I like to go to my stress and I tried to do this summer so stressful and so interesting. And maybe maybe I try to deep not only summer but in winter under the ice in Baikal maybe.
Thank you. Sometimes it feels like diving under the ice when you are here, but Not today and not for today's speakers. We have some more questions, and I would like to ask you to go. Yep. So, if I'm not mistaken, you're 22 years old.
Yes.
Yeah, it will be your question. What is the most ideal job for the summer period, in your opinion? Just to...
I think the ideal job is not to work and to have money for it. Like, I don't know about the old situation that now is happening. I was working in a French company, so now we are like not working, but we have money. Our salary. So this summer will be just like you said for me. I hope I will enjoy it, have some trips, and maybe try something new, like swim. I don't know. And yes, it's this format, because I think every job, like, it's interesting, but maybe not in summer. And sometimes at summer you just wanna relax. Yeah, I think that's.
Thank you. I would like to also have the job without job, but with the salary. The next question, it seems to me that we have enough time for next participant, not you. Why?
It's my first time here.
Yeah, it's the most impressive moment. Go to the stage.
Hi, Maria.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't shake hands.
What? It's your
Oh.
first time too.
Okay.
It's alright. Oh yeah.
I thought that you know everyone. What's your name, by the way?
Maria.
Maria. This is Maria. So, Maria, I would like to ask you a question about the summer, surprisingly. Often in winter, we all lack summer and miss it. What would you recommend to us from pop culture, maybe other cultures, to feel summer again in winter? You have 30 seconds to think if you want.
Well, the thing is, it's my first time here, and I'm from Spain, so we know a lot about summertime. So for me, here in Moscow, it's really difficult to be like 8 months with this gray Moscow, as you say before. So sometimes when I'm feeling down because this hardcore weather, and I miss a lot the colors of the summer and the smells of the summer, I just put my mind maybe in some pictures, of the beach, of some forest, because here it's really difficult to feel the summer in winter. For example, in Spain, of course, we have in the north area, we have cold winter too, but it's not the same. It's not such a big difference, between winter and summer. We have a really autumn, for example. I don't understand the Russian autumn. I don't understand it. So I don't know, some tips to remember the summer. Oh my God, I don't have time. Just, maybe go to the computer and see some pictures and trying to figure out yourself being there again.
Thank you. And we have the last question. Oh, only one. Okay, cool. I have the last one. So, who will go? Do you want to go on the stage? Yeah. Pavel, is it right?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. I would like to ask you a question about the summer, surprisingly. Summer is only 3 months in a calendar, what would you advise each of us to do this summer in these 3 months? Yeah, Mike is yours.
So I think first of all of us need to celebration in the summer. Because all of us know how.
Closer to the microphone.
Sorry, Mrs. So go on vacation, maybe trying to celebrate with her or his family, and what do you say? And maybe start to do something new. I think it's all.
That's cool, thank you. In the end of this session, I would like to ask you to feel the summer, to have a bliss time, or time of bliss, I don't know really how to say it right, but it's great time to try something new and to try to be your best, to be funny, to have friends, to make parties and act. So we are ending right now, and I have to ask you how to vote. So everyone have a phone and everyone have an agenda. On the agenda there is a QR code, the right one. And you will see the instruction inside, I think. Choose the best one. And by the way, think about these questions maybe later by your own and try to find some answers. Stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that was quite blissful. Yeah, I really liked it. Thank you very much. I must say that we have a very angry audience online. Very aggressive. No, I was kidding. I mean, I'm actually always surprised to see how involved is our audience online. Nobody knows who is on. First of all, who's gonna join online at this time? Second, if they do, normally people don't really mind so much when they are online, but these guys are involved to the point that they will say, "Hey, we need you to speak closer to the microphone." So thank you guys for keeping us on, keeping things on top of the game. All right. So now that we're done with that, we are going to move to the evaluation part, which is very important. We as speakers, we are here to learn and to improve every time. So we will be evaluated by other people who are also very experienced. So we're gonna move into this part and we're gonna welcome first the general evaluator, Martino Avriachaviento. Did I say it right though? I was guessing there.
Almost perfectly. Hi, everyone. I hope I'm not too aggressive, like someone said. By the way, I wish I was there with you guys. I wish so much. I miss you very much. I'm at the moment in South Italy, and there are no Toastmaster clubs here. I mean, there is something else, but yeah, no Toastmasters, so no way for me to attend personally somewhere. And at the moment, actually, if you hear some noise, because there is a thunderstorm, right? I'm currently in the terrace. All right. So we are in the evaluation section now. Let me switch the cameras because I want to see you. Okay. Okay, so we are now in the evaluation part of the meeting. As you know, in order to grow, we need feedback. We need to hear how we're doing. what we do well, what we do less well. So that helps us to grow. The feedback, in order to be to make us grow, needs to be precise and positive. Okay, it cannot be. We can have a negative feedback, but it needs to be with the right intent, with a good purpose. Okay. This being said, I don't remember if I need to evaluate the everyone now or at the end. This is for the this is for Alina. This question is for Alina.
As you wish.
As I wish. Okay, I will evaluate at the end. Luckily, no one is gonna evaluate me. Otherwise, I'm gonna get a very a red mark. All right, so actually we can go ahead and we can move to the as I said, this is the evaluation part, so we're gonna evaluate the speeches. So I will call on the stage the next evaluator. Let me check the name of the speech. Just give me 1 sec. Yes, you see, I'm okay. Or maybe Alina, you can tell me, you can help me with that. Someone.
It's Miles.
It's Miles, okay. All right, so Miles, I'm gonna call on the stage, on the virtual stage. Miles, who is gonna evaluate the speech of Samira Dostar. Miles, thank you. The floor is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator Martino, but especially thank you, Samira, for such an important speech regarding empathy, which is something I, as an evaluator, really have to remember. And it's a big part of giving a good evaluation is to show that empathy. As you said, put yourself in someone else's shoes and be positive. But in Toastmasters, evaluations are also about giving something to the speaker to challenge themselves with. So you, first of all, were kind enough to send me the details about the speech project that you were going to be doing and your speech title, which is Exploring My Communication Style. You used WhatsApp and answered those questions for me, and you sent me the evaluation form so I could get ready for this evaluation. So thank you for doing that. I really liked the message that you had about shoes, putting yourself into someone else's shoes. And it reminds me that, a good thing to consider in our speeches are props. So this is just a suggestion. Keep this speech and continue to have it evolve. Use it again. Maybe sometime in the future, you'll go back to this speech and reuse it, retread it. So with respect to props, I thought, well, why not bring some shoes into the presentation? Somebody is walking around in these flimsy flip-flops. They need better support depending upon what they're going to be doing. Maybe they need a better jogger, or maybe they're really challenged and they need some real solid support. Just a thought. Props can help us with our presentation delivery. I also like the fact that mechanically you had a good microphone and we could hear you easily, as has been stated about 6 times today. People in the room really need to move over to the microphone because we can hear them really well if they're doing that. I found that indeed I need to consider the microphone that I'm using. My Bluetooth microphone, it turns out, doesn't work quite as well as this setup here with the earbuds. So just a few thoughts on mechanics, but you did well. Perhaps consider standing for your next presentation. I think it gives us a bit more flexibility, or it actually helps us to get more oxygen into our bodies. But in conclusion, again, such a very important speech for us Toastmasters to remember, to be empathetic in our evaluations, put ourselves into the other person's shoes. That's a great message. And that's what you reminded us in your conclusion, circling it back to the introduction. Thank you, Samira.
Thank you, Miles. I completely agree with you. I think Samira did a great speech, and she's really improving greatly. What I would one thing you had a very humorous feedback by bringing the shoes and focusing on the post. However, I need any development areas that you pointed out. So maybe for the next time, we all come here to improve ourselves. Anyone, I think also Valeria is here tonight, so she's like 15 years in Toastmasters. She comes here, she wants to improve, right? So let's bring always something, a development area for people to improve, and so that they stay motivated, they stay engaged, and next time they come and they know that where they need to focus more their attention. Thank you. With this being said, I'm gonna call on the stage Tatiana Gladisheva, who is gonna evaluate the speech of Polina Chelnakova.
Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, dear Polina, in a resource, in a flow, in a moment. That was the title of your speech, and let me tell you a couple of words about that. First of all, I can definitely trace a progress in your speaker's career. Number two, I like both how you looked and how confident you looked. Gestures, you are an emotional person, and this time, particularly in this speech, your gestures aligned in accordance with your voice, and that also was looked very smooth, very appropriate. Your speech was directly related to the audience, but because I think if not everyone, but majority of us experience problems preparing for the speeches and staying in some procrastination mood. That was a very good thing, relation to the audience. I also liked that you explained what was resource, flow, and the moment in terms in accordance with directly with your speech. What exactly? So you provided the definitions related to your speech, not just general, but you connected these words to your speech. And now let me tell you a few words you might want to use while preparing for your next project. In the very beginning, when you listed the necessary things to start preparing for speeches, you mentioned inspiration, but you have never gotten back to that. And I would like to hear more about inspiration, because I think lack of inspiration is one of the biggest problems while you are looking for the thing to talk about. Somewhere in the middle of your speech, I noticed that you jumped from one point to another, and that was kind of like distracting. You made minor grammar mistakes. Our grammarian will help you on that. Also, it would be great if you could unite all three main things you mentioned: resource, flow, and moment, not just summarizing them toward the end of the project, but unite them, assemble them in some kind of system. And I think that will add some kind of integrity in your project. Overall, it was a great project. Keep moving. Thank you very much. Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, Tatiana. Sorry, there was the interruption of my mother. And Tatiana, everyone needs to learn from you the way you would deliver feedbacks, because your feedback are exactly precise. You tell exactly where to improve and where you did well. So I think you did. It was difficult for me to find an area of improvement, because you were so precise, so detailed. You tell exactly where to improve. So I wish next time I deliver a speech, I will be evaluated by you, because that will motivate him even more to do better. So well done. And yeah, again, minus for me, because I couldn't find any area for development. Perhaps one, yeah, just one actually. If you speak very good English, you have very good grammar, you have very good way of you use very well the items, everything. We are all foreigners here, but Miles, I think, and I also have a very strong Italian accent, I guess. So you, as you have a quite of a Russian accent. So but that's beautiful, right? It's not bad. I mean, everyone is on accent and it can be beautiful. If you want to be speak like a native, just you can work a little bit on your accent, and that's it. And that would be the cherry on the cake. But great job. Thank you. And now I will call on the stage our Valeria Kolatkova, who's gonna evaluate the speech. Do I have it here? Yeah, no. Olga, yeah, sorry, Olga Latanova, sorry, yeah. Sorry about that. Thank you. Thank you, Valeria.
We communicate every single moment in our life. Are we supportive? Are we direct? Are we analytical? Or are we initiative? We never know. That is why this project is really great and aimed at the theoretical fundamentals of communication. And Olga succeeded in giving us tonight a solid base of identifying our own styles and trying to find ourselves in the 4 stories that you presented so vividly on the stage. Thank you very much for that. One of the goals totally achieved. Another goal of the project was to get to know you better. What style do you have? What are you in your life? Are you supportive? Are you like this director of the choir of the young girls? Or are you more of a leader in a company who is initiative? This is something that we probably missed a little bit about yourself. You are such an energetic and interesting person, and I was striving to finally know who you are. What is your 5th story that you would like to share with us so we get to know you better? So this is about the goals. This is what I wanted to thank you for and to challenge you for the next project. The second thing I would like to comment on this rather successful project would be gestures, the delivery thing. Have you noticed that several gestures were so strong and specific, like kudos on that. However, 85% of the speech, some of the gestures were repetitive, like you were some clutched in this place near the microphone, like doing this and this and this. Please try to avoid repetitive gestures for the next time. Just put your hands down or do something like, I don't know, we were just really stuck on this microphone stage tonight. So just review your video and see if you can replace something that is repetitive to something that is more open to the audience, directing something to people. And the third thing, something I would like to comment specifically, you asked me previously before the meeting, engagement. What I would say, to succeed in the project, succeed in being yourself. And you succeeded engaging with the audience by being yourself, by being relaxed,
by asking us questions, by putting us in a quiz, say, guess who she is, guess what her style is, by the level of comfort you had that evolved gradually by the end of the project. A little tensed in the beginning, but more relaxed by the end. And the golden nugget of your speech and your delivery is the attitude towards the audience. When you start speaking, we feel like you like us, like you want to teach us something, that you want to share something great with us. And this is something that you possess and you should never lose. All in all, one of the goals of the project is met, another, a little not. Great gestures, however, think about repetitions and rehearse a little more and continue being yourself, because only this way you will be more and more successful. Thank you.
Thank you, Valeria. Again, another person we need to learn a lot from. And yeah, I have the tough task to evaluate Valeria. Well, Valeria did her job, I would say, perfectly, because she went into details. She addressed the area for development. She did everything what an evaluator would do. However, I have one thing to say, and what she mentioned is that she does repetitive gestures. I noticed that she does and I'm saying this just because Valeria is so good, is so expert, is so advanced, that I would like to see something different from her. That's the only thing. That's the only reason why I'm saying is that I see, for instance, some gestures like this one. I see it very often. It's very appropriate and it's very in the context. Or this one, or this gesture, right? It's you do it automatically without even probably noticing. I don't know, but that's come from probably from automation, I would say. But that's again, I need to find something for you to improve, right? Because if we want to see you next time here, I need to keep you motivated, okay? So thank you very much. All right. Shall we do the evaluation of the table topics and the experts? Alina? Or shall we?
Yes, we can go for with the experts.
Okay, sounds good. Should I go with the table topic first? Oh yeah, we need the evaluation. Sorry. Okay, so I would call on the stage our A counter. So it's time for the evaluation from our experts now, and so I will call our A counter, who's gonna give us a report on how we did on our feeling words and A, U, E, O. All right. Thank you, Pavel. Welcome on the stage.
Thank you, Martina. So today my report is short. All be good. All accepted some things, but these things I said to people, to person, to someone. Right. It's all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Pavel. Thank you, Pavel. Thank you for the report. And when you presented the role, actually, I liked very much. I liked very much your humor, and it's great that we can see that. I mean, we noticed that. I noticed that you're nervous on the stage, but that's gonna go away as you do it. So it's just a matter of doing it. It's like just driving. When at the beginning you're nervous and you start driving with 2 hands, then you start driving with 1, then you start smoking a cigarette, right? So usually it's like this. All right, so let's go on the stage. Our next expert, who is our grammarian, award master, Elena Ustinova. Thank you, Elena.
Dear friends, I tried to be very attentive and I noticed some mispronunciations. For example, the word phrases, this word was pronounced as phrases. Then I heard towards instead of towards. So as to the usage of tenses, Olga started her speech describing her trip to Cuba in present tense. So she said that we fly, something else, and then skip to the past. We landed, the plane landed, and so on. Anna, she said, while speaking about the death of the heroine, she said that she died in December. I mean, maybe in February, but die, not in the past, not, yeah, died. Yeah, but I heard die. Yeah, maybe it was, I misheard. So in the whole, the speakers were rather correct, or maybe I was not so attentive. So as to the usage of words, I liked the phrases get in a moment and live in a cave. And thank you very much. I want to thank Yuri and Anna for using the word of the day. Thank you very much.
Martino, could you please adjust your mic? Thank you.
Now?
Is there revenge from the public?
Allah, go ahead. Just kidding. All right. Can you hear me well now?
Yes, I hear you. So my remark was directed to not only to see your beautiful faces and figures, but I would like also to hear something. That's why I asked. And I think Anna was wrong in of me.
All right. Elena, you did, I think you accomplished your task as a grammarian because you pointed out the mistakes, but as well as the nice sentences and the nice items or whatever was standing out. And so yeah, it's difficult for me to find some area for development in that. Maybe every time you come on the stage is an opportunity for us to practice our speech. So to be maybe more comfortable next time, you can just take off your jacket. I mean, put it in a more comfortable way. And no, I don't mean to get undressed. To look less at the notes. Okay, just to show, just to be more free and show more gestures, right, and body movement. Next one, I will call our timer, our expert timer, Yuri. Thank you, Yuri.
So, what cooking we have? Brilliant, well done. No burning down ducks. Thank you. However, some ducks was overfried. A little bit Ekaterina's dish, Olga, and Miles played a little bit. Others spoke in time. However, some table topic masters, table topic speakers had a little dump ducks, so you could speak more. Please use your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Yuri. Thank you, Yuri, for being so innovative. I never seen such a timer so innovative, so technological. It's the first time, and I think it's great that you brought these improvements because actually time is, someone said in the meeting, time is money, and we need to and it's also respect for other people, so we need to be mindful about the time, that how we use the time in order to, because if we use more time this is allocated to us, we taking from someone else. So thank you for that. I think it worked well, and probably next time with a bit less of noise, that alarm could work even better. All right, so I would evaluate, before moving to the quiz master, I would evaluate the table topic. Yeah, another Yuri. Yuri, the table topic was very at point. It was very in line with the theme of the day, which is the summer. You prepared a lot of questions. You did a great deal of preparation, and I think you had something like 10 questions, and they were very engaging, I would say. So good job with that. I would recommend next time to spend a little bit more time on explaining what's the purpose of the table topic. You know, we are doing impromptu speaking, and that's actually help us to think quickly and structure our speeches in a very short time frame. So, or for instance, you should remember you should tell the audience since the beginning that they have 30 seconds to prepare, so they don't need to jump right away on the actual speech. So that actually those 30 seconds help them to breathe, first of all, to relax, especially for the newcomers, and to deliver a better speech. So to think it over and deliver a better speech. Another thing that I would do for the next time is maybe encouraging first new members to come on the stage first, rather than person that are people that are experienced or they already deliver a speech during the meeting, so that we give the opportunity everyone to speak, right? Not just the same people. But yeah, all in all, you did a great deal of preparation, good question. They were at the topic. Next time, explain a bit more what is the meaning of it, and you will do perfectly. Thank you. Alina.
Yes,
present,
Alina is
it
here.
present? Is it present for me? No, just kidding.
No. It's time to quiz.
I need you first.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, let's do it after.
Oh, thank you, Martina. I'm going to ask questions. So I can help you. Huh? I can help you with this. Yeah, thank you so much. So I hope you were very attentive and can easily answer my questions. My first question is, what were the main suggestions that Anna gave us in order to calm the summer? Valeria? Feed your body and feel it. Yeah, correct. That's correct. Yeah. My second question is, when summer starts in Canada? No. Yeah, correct. Yeah. This is correct. My third question is, what is the most crucial thing for better communication according to Samira?
Empathy.
Yeah, no.
Getting in the shoes of somebody else.
No. It's kind of feel others, so feel others.
With others, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, this is correct. Mm, according to Paulina, why do we need a resource? Yeah? Yes, correct. Yeah, it was correct. Yeah, thank you. What does it mean to be in a flow? Again, according to Paulina. How you can understand that you are in the flow? No. Maybe not.
We need to wait for the others.
Anybody?
You have to move from one thing to another. From one people to another.
Goals, yeah, achieve a goal. Yeah, achieve a goal.
You are not thinking about anything. You are just.
No, yeah, you are basically correct. Yeah,
That's the way.
correct. Yeah. My next question is, Olga told us that for her summertime is about a trip to Cuba. When was that?
November.
Yeah. No, November. Yeah. You're right. You're right. What exactly Alla Samuilovna would like to have on summer?
Good weather.
Yes, Olga. You're right. Next question. According to Sofia, what is the best walk during summer? Yeah, okay, Anna is a winner. Anna is a winner, yeah, you're right. Okay, what does Maria usually do in order to feel better during a long winter, Yuri? Okay, Valeria. Yeah, you're right, as usual. Yeah. Basically, that's it. I have another questions, but I think I have time. Okay. Okay. What basketball coach communication style is?
Sportive.
Yes. And kind of the same question. What was investor fund director communication style is, Alina? Yeah, you're right. That's it. Thank you so much.
So now it's my time. First of all, as a president, I want to say at the end of the meeting, before we finish, who is the best table topic for today? Table topic speaker. Let me check. And this is, please give me the ribbon. And this is Olga Latanova. Welcome. May I ask you to make a photo, please? Thank you. And then I want to invite to the stage one girl who completed her pathway. It is Anna. Welcome. It was 5 flavors, a lot of speeches. Good job. Thank have agenda, and all of you know the number, how to donate, so please don't forget about it. Then our meeting will be in 2 weeks, so I wish you to take roles and take part in this meeting. In 2 weeks, it will be 22nd of June, so welcome. We will be here. Summer and Let's hope. After this meeting, usually we have after party. We can go close to this place and take tea. So go with us. And let's make a photo. No. Let's evaluate. Yeah. Please look to your agenda and evaluate our meeting. It's important for us because we're here to improve also our organization, how we do it. So please evaluate our meeting in general. Yeah. If anybody wants need to help, I can. No, it's okay. And when we are ready to make photo, let's make photo.
Let's take photo.
Take photo. Thank you very much. I think we can ask someone. Yeah. Go close to the stage, please, everyone. I think we will do it by someone else. Go, go, go. With our international friends from different countries. Today is Canada, Italy, Armenia, well, Russia, Spain, yeah, Peru, yes, everyone. Come closer. Come closer. So, where is our helper?
Or no? Or we can go down. Yeah, we can go down so they can also appear in the photo, like the ones who are like this, you know, rows.
Yeah, like a football team.
Like a football team, so they can also appear in the picture. Yeah. Alina, can we just go down so they can also appear in the
Yes,
picture?
it would be great.
The football team. Oh yeah.
How much?
Okay, I can't be like this forever, guys. It hurts. Let's make one with movements in your arms. Is this good for Instagram later? It's like I have like the arms.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you all. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye, everybody. See you next
Bye,
time.
everyone. Thank you.
Thank
Love
you.
you. Ciao.
Cheers.
Oh, I like that this is much better. You see, everybody's